Hi everyone, welcome to Author Talk. I'm Iris Glass. Today I have a very eclectic author, Della Boynton, who's joining us. Della also writes under the name Kracken, as you can see is demonstrated by Taking in Strays, one of my favorite gay romance novels. So, two authors for the price of one. Don't say I didn't give you anything. So Della, welcome to Author Talk.
Hi Iris, how you doing?
Well, I was fine until this very moment. I need to get guests that are not as pretty as I am. It's awkward trying to upstage the host. Well, Della, it looks like you are too good to be in the studio like the rest of the authors.
We're outside because it's not too quiet in the house and have a lot of trouble recording in there. So hopefully you don't mind being out in the outdoors. This is my place, so I have like 5 acres in Florida. It's very hot, so excuse me if I sweat too much. It's about 100 degrees out here. We always say if you want to know what Florida's like, you stick your head in the oven, turn it on high, and spritz yourself with hot water. That's about what it feels like right now.
You know, I've never been to Florida. I'm curious. Well, let's see how this works. Yes, it is rather tropical. I didn't have a water mister, so I thought a can of Pam might work. Oh. That is delightful. I almost feel like I'm in Disney World. Oh, but I must remind you, Della dear, a true lady never sweats. Well, that wasn't quite like the vacation of my dreams, but I guess it will have to do. So, Della, one of your latest releases, Crashing Blue, I mean, look at this cover. It's hot enough I almost feel like I'm back in the oven. It's a little grittier. Tell us about your inspiration for this novel.
But the story was kind of personal. I grew up in a lot of interesting places. We moved from week to week sometimes, and sometimes we didn't live in the best neighborhoods. So I have a lot of background in that sort of life. So writing the characters was easy because I had to draw from my own experience. It's a very gritty story and very dark. And you'll find that a lot of my stories, I'm an eclectic writer, so one story will be different from another. So if you read a fluffy romance from me, you might read something very gritty later on. So always be aware of that and read the blurbs.
That is fascinating. I do love knowing where the grit in my stories comes from. But I must disagree with you on the blurb rating. I think that spoils the story. Plus, it takes away your chances of being able to bitch about the story later, which, who doesn't love that? But now, Della, considering your different pen names and all your different styles of writing and your day job, are there any other hobbies that you possibly have time to have besides trying to get time to find some sleep?
I do paint. If you want to see some of my paintings, here they are right here. Let me get them for you. I don't know if you can see it, but this is one of my horse paintings. And, I do a lot of southwestern stuff. You can see that. And this is one of my favorites. It's called Sunflower for obvious reasons. And one of my southwestern Indian pictures. So I do love painting. I don't get much time for it, just like my writing. But I do try. I do book covers as well. I did this one for my book, The Price of Art. And my newest one, Cliff's Edge. Oops. Right there. You see that? And this is my book, Dreamtime. And a lion's heart.
Oh, I was just asking if you had a hobby, dear, not if you could recreate the Guggenheim. But you're not the only one who's multi-talented, Miss Highfalutin. I can online shop from anywhere. I got this from Kmart.com. And this from Walmart.com, 2 different places. And this on eBay.com from China. Did any of your art come from China? No, I didn't think so. You can sit right here. That's Midnight Moon. Well, I guess we should get back to so you have a book called Dreamtime. It's one of your paintings on the cover. Anyway, this is actually one of my favorite books by you. I felt like I could see into your soul when I read this book. Yeah, I didn't know about all that. Anyway, tell us about Dreamtime. It's not gay romance, but it's lovely.
Dreamtime was very personal for me once again. It was a story about living your life how you want it, not how somebody else wanted you to live it. It's about personal goals, and sometimes you set those goals based on pressures from outside. People want you to conform, and they have expectations of you that maybe you don't really want to have for yourself. And I have a saying, don't live someone else's life by doing what they want you to do. Live your own life.
Oh, I love that. One should always be true to yourself. Now, Della, considering you're so multi-talented, is there anything else on your mind? Maybe you have the solution for world peace up your sleeve or something.
I want to know what your hair care tips are, because your hair is very beautiful and mine is, as you can see, is very unruly. If you can give me any tips, we'll just keep it between you and me, and I won't tell anybody because I've tried everything.
Oh, Della, aren't you the sweetest? Oh, well, you're not the first to notice, dear. Everyone asks how I get so beautiful, and I always tell them it's through clean living and lots of reading. And then, lots of sex with a wink. I always give a little wink. But between us beauties, I'll let you in on my secret. You see, I was afraid I wouldn't be taken seriously as a blonde because, they say we're not so smart. But anyway, as you can see, this is my actual self. Oh, no comment. Okay, well, that's rather rude, dear, but...
Well, as you can see, it's getting dark and there's a little thunder going on, so it might start to rain, so I better go. Thank you for having me, and I hope everybody had fun doing this because I know I did. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, yes, it was really getting dark there, and that thunder deafening. Oh, she might as well have said she was losing reception in a tunnel. That's what I get for having on someone prettier than me. She's probably going off to paint a picture of me as a blonde, or... Oh, maybe I'll get on a book cover sometime. Well, that would be lovely. Well, for next we have... Oh no! We have an earthquake! The reception's going! Bye! Oh, shit.